This is the Gita class, chapter 5, sloka 6th, chapter 5, Karma Sannyasa Yoga. We'll do the Mangalachala prayers. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjala Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Mano Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadapiti Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savabhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamsya हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतीनां पावनेभ्यो पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे गीताशास्त्रविदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकादिवर्जितः एकं शास्त्रं देवकी पुत्रगीतम् एको देवो देवकी पुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा ओं श्रीकृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः 6th chapter 6th श्लोक संन्यासस्तु महाबाहो दुःखमाप्तुमयो गतः योगयुक्तो मुनिर्ब्रह्मा न चिरेणाधिगच्छति संन्यासस्तु महाबाहो दुःखमाप्तुमयो गतः योगयुक्तो मुनिर्ब्रह्मा न चिरेणाधिगच्छति संन्यासस्तु महाबाहो दुःखमाप्तुमयो गतः योगयुक्तो मुनिर्ब्रह्मा न चिरेणाधिगच्छति synonyms sannyasah the renounced order of life. Here as we know, sannyasa means Sankhya Yoga or Jnana Yoga. Tu, but, Mahabaho, O mighty armed one, Dukkham, distress, Aptum, afflicts one with Ayogataha, without devotional service. Ayogataha, yoga means Karma Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. Here in this context. Yogayuktaha, one engaged in devotional service. Munihi, thinker, the thinker, Brahma, the supreme, na chirena, without delay, adhigachati, attains. Translation with the Prabhupada. Merely renouncing all activities, yet not engage in the devotional service of the Lord cannot make one happy. But a thoughtful person engaged in devotional service can achieve the supreme without delay. So in the previous slokas, I think up to this sloka, Krishna talks about, Arjuna asks question like which yoga I should take it. And then Krishna explains more of saying that Karma Yoga or Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga or Sankhya Yoga or Sannyasa Yoga, both are same. He explains majority of the times both are same. The results are same. Once you stick into one yoga, then you achieve the results of the both. Also, you can mix and match whatever you like it. You can do the Jnana Yoga plus Bhakti Yoga. So, basically yoga means connection to the Bhagavan. So, any path you follow, if you sincerely follow it, then you will achieve the results of the both. So, here Krishna is explaining that for a people, majority of the people, just merely renouncing activities but not engage in devotional service of the Lord make one happy, cannot make one happy. Because Jnana Yoga path is very tough. And renouncing all the activities without bhakti is, you cannot be happy. Because you might fall down. And the Jnana path is so difficult that you may not, without achieving the ultimate goal, you may fall down in between. That's why Adi Shankaracharya also always cautious. Whenever he explains that Jnana, Jnana Devata Kaudalya Kavalyam, Jnana is very important, but he explains exactly at the same time, he adds Bhakti also, which is very important. That will come up with these discussions. So, if you really say, Prabhupada explains that because this is a Bhakti school, So bhakti is very important for us. So Jnana Yoga, even though we kind of touch it, but in this school of thought, the major yoga is bhakti, the love, the prema. So he explains therefore the conclusion is that those who are engaged in Krishna consciousness activities are better situated than sannyasa engaged in simple speculation about what is Brahman and what is not Brahman, although they too come to Krishna consciousness after many births. Many births. This is the Bhakti school of thought. So if you really say the devotional service, and here Prabhupada explains so many times, even the Bhakti also, it's a prema. When you really see what is Bhakti, it's a love for Bhagwan. And Jivera Swarupa Krishna Nityadas, Nityadas, Chaitanya Prabhupada says. So our true eternal nature is we are Atmans, individuals, Jivatmans, individual souls, and the Krishna is the Paramatma. We are always connected with Krishna, but we think because of Ajnana, we think that we are connected to the body, the Maya. So because of that, we are going through this life cycle of birth and death. So that is the main point. It's like we are not the body. That realization should be there in whatever the path, whatever the yoga you follow. So if you really say the Jnana Marga, the Brahman, and then in the Jnana Marga there are so many sadhanas like Viveka, Vairagya, like what is that? Sadhana netra chatvari kaditani maneshbhi yeshu satyeva sannishta yadabhavena siddhati. 4 sadhanas. Then one is Viveka. That in the Viveka, the Jnana Yogi will keep on thinking or keep on dwelling in the thought that Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Evam Rupo Vinishcheha Soyam Nitya Nityavastu Viveka Samo Tavrta. So in that, Brahma is the only Satyam, everything is false, and then Nitya, Anitya. What is Nitya and what is Anitya? And then he leaves, detaches from the Anitya and attaches to the Nitya, that is Viveka. And Vairagya, because of that Viveka, he gets a Vairagya of all these material activities. Tadvairagyam Jugupsaya Darshana Shravanadibihi Dehadi Brahma Paryante Hanitya Bhogavastuni. All the related to the senses gratification, senses and all these bhogas, he will just remove it. He won't be interested in that. That is Vairagya. Then after that, in the third one, Shankaracharya in the Vivek Chudamani explains the 6 yogas like a Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana, Titiksha, Uparati, Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, Sama, Dhamma, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam, and then Shraddha, Samadhanam. That is 6. So, Shama, mind control, Dhamma, sense control, and then Uparati, not thinking about any external thoughts, and then Titiksha is have a patience, and then Shraddha on the Shastras and the Guru Vakya, and the Samadhana is always keeping the mind in the Brahman or Bhagavan. And the 4th one, sadhana, is moksha, vimukshito. Ahamkaradi dehantan bandhan ajnana kalpitan swaswarupa avabodhena muktumicha mumukshata. So this ahankara is the one, the false ego is the one creating these bandhas. So that's why he wanted to get removed from the bandhas and then get relieved from that and then get the mumukshatvam. That is liberation. So these sadhanas, when the Jnana Yogi follows all these sadhanas, it may be very difficult. Sometimes the path is so, like in the Upanishad says, Vivekananda is a quotes on that one, that it's like a kshurasya dhara nishta gruhayam. So our walking, the spiritual path is like walking on the edge of the saloon people, right? The barber's sword, the knife. Because he keeps that knife very sharp so that he can cut this hair for so many people, right? So that is a kind of walking on the edge. It is so difficult. Of course, but doesn't mean bhakti yoga is small or simple. Comparatively, it is simple because in the jnana yoga, you are dwelling on your own thought and then controlling the mind, controlling the senses, always sakshi of these all these indriyas and everything. Be like a sakshi and then watching everything. So in that one, the Brahman, you are dwelling on the Brahman or Nirgunakara or unmanifested form or the Vishwarupa. So these are the things which is difficult. When we are seeing the Bhakti Yoga, we just keep one deity, Krishna, one Ishtadeva, and then you can put everything on Bhagavan. It's like a Sarvasya Chaham Hridhi Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Oh Swami, oh Krishna, everything is yours. And then I'm just surrendering to you. I am your servant. Because if you really see, like Prabhupada so many times explains that what exactly is yours, then only you can give Sarvadharman Parityajya. But there is nothing is yours. Because all the matter, the Maya, everything is Krishna's energy, external energy, and then the inferior energy. And all the Jivatmas, if you really see, they are related to Krishna. They are all the internal energy or superior energy, and it's all energies of the Krishna. Then where are you? Who am I? If you really see Ramana Maharsha's things, you really understand. Like Ramakrishna also explains, it's like an onion. If you're trying to, who am I is a kind of like the onion, the peeling of the onion. You keep on peeling from this side and keep peeling, and what is there inside after that? There is nothing. So in that is how us is. We don't own anything, we don't have anything. So and then the surrender, if this thought is digested, the surrendering is pretty easy. And there is no, it's as simple as anything. So that is what the bhakti. So whatever the path, but if you really see, the people like us who are in the samsara, who are in the in this Kali Yuga, it is very difficult. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in this Kali Yuga, even sannyasa is not recommended. Bhakti yogis also take sannyasa ashram, but that is not at all recommended. Nothing but the Bhakti Yoga is recommended for all. And all we need to is like Harir Nam, Harir Nam, Harir Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalonas, Devanas, Devanas, Devagatir Anyadha. Whenever you get a chance, keep chanting the Lord's name. What do you mean by chanting the Lord's name? When you are chanting the Lord's name, your mind should be dwelling, thinking about Bhagavan. So it's like a Manmana Bhavamat Bhaktaha, or give me mind and buddhi to me, like that he says. Then when you think of that, every minute the thoughts, all the thoughts will be diverted towards Krishna. Then there is no material desire occurs. When there is no material desire, then there is no karma for that to satisfy that desire. And when there is no karma, then you won't be accumulating the bodies life after life. This might be our last life. And in that case, what happens is it's all practical. It's all like it's very practical, and the law is so practical, and it is very clear. If you don't have any karma, there is nothing for you to be in this world, and then you will be having your own Swarupa Jnana, and you will be in the spiritual world, or whatever you say, you will be realized soul. So that is what, and even in the Chinmaya mission, Chinmaya Swamiji also says, but renunciation, O mighty armed, is hard to attain without yoga. The yoga harmonized man within the bracket study, contemplation quickly goes to Brahman. So even he says that if you have the Bhakti Yoga, then slowly you will realize and you will go to the Brahman, or you will realize the Brahman, which is pretty easy. And without the Bhakti Yoga, it is very hard, he also explains. And here we can quote in the Vivek Chudamani, he says, Shankaracharya says that, Moksha Karana Samagram Bhaktireva Gariyasi, Swaswarupānusandhānam Bhaktiritya Vidiyate, Swatmatattvānusandhānam Bhaktiritya Parejago. If you really analyze this, Moksha Karana Samagram Bhaktireva Gariyasi. Gariyasi means the highest, the very important or the best Gariyasi in Sanskrit. Moksha Karana Samagram, to get the moksha, the Karan for moksha, Samagri, Samagri means the instruments is, and here says, Moksha Karana Samaya Bhakti Reva Gariyase. Bhakti is the best. And what is the bhakti he explains in the next two stanzas. Swaswarupanusandhanam bhaktiritya vidiyate swatmatattvanusandhanam bhaktiritya parejago. Swaswarupanusandhanam. Anusandhanam here this word means inquiry, research. Swaswarupanusandhanam. Swaswarupa. What is your rupa? Like Ramana Maharshi says, who am I? Anusandhanam. If you keep on researching on who am I thinking, that is bhakti. That is equal to chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. If you are chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, you will keep on understand the name and then remembering the name and then what is the meaning of Hare and Krishna and Rama. If you really see, Hare means energy, Krishna is the eternal Lord, Rama is the eternal Lord, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You keep on asking for the Lord, like a child is keep on asking for where is my mom, like that. So that is bhakti, swaswarupanusandhanam, and then swatma tattvanusandhanam. Atma, what is Atma means I, who am really I, who am I, the real I, anusandhanam. If you research on who am I, that is also bhakti. So if you really say jnana or bhakti, everything is same. And the karma, everything is same. The only thing is like here, buddhi prachodayat. You need to understand with the intelligence and all the senses should be given to Bhagavan. Like we always talk about bhakti means Rishikena Rishikesha Bhaktire Bhaktirichyate and then Anya Vilasita Shunyam. So basically all the senses should be employed in the service of Krishna, that is bhakti. And the Uttama Bhakti is without expecting any result. That is the Uttama Bhakti. So this is what without bhakti mind can be purified. After purification, the Muni soon attains the supreme experience of the self in himself. Once purified, quickly attains knowledge of Brahman and attains the liberation. So if you really say purification of the mind is the subtle body is the main important thing in any yoga. And once the purified, then you almost realize your realization will be in a minute, in a second. So what is purification? This kama, krodha, lobha should not be there in the mind. And Prabhupada always says we are envious of Krishna, we want to enjoy like Krishna. What is meant by envious of Krishna? If you really see, the entire world is pervaded by the Bhagavan Krishna and everything is that. If you really see, we are all Jivatmas and all this material nature is acting, then all the Jivatmas are like related to Krishna. So if you really see any person or anything, envious thing, if it enters into the mind, then you should analyze this part. That's why I am envying about that particular person or anything, because that is a kind of like cleaning up. So if you really relate everything to Krishna, whatever happens, okay, it's a Krishna's thing happened, and then Krishna is that he gave the judgment, and then he signed the deal. So whatever, when somebody scolds or somebody praises, above the dvandvas, sukha, dukkha, and then in the Bhakti Yoga also we talked about sarvarambha parityagi yomad bhaktas same priyaha. So everything, sukha, dukkha, the labha, alabha, jaya, everything, all these dvandvas are just mental concoctions. So if you really remove all those things, and then once the mind is purified, like Chinmayananda quotes also, like keep the Lord's name in your tongue, and then the Lord will clean up the mind and give it to you. So those kind of things, so many things are there. And then even in the Ni Namamuche Namadi Nirmalamainadi Jnanamasagarada Sujnanamasagarada, that's one of the Chagarada Kirtana also. So definitely there are acharyas are there on both Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, any acharya, whatever they follow and they realize, they try to teach that thing, whatever they realize it. So then they will be explaining and more about that yoga, and then the best we should think of it, and then whatever the best suitable to our nature, we should adopt that, and then keep on remembering the Lord all the time, every time. So the finally conclusion is, so basically here they will say, without bhakti You can get the jnana. Without jnana, you won't get the bhakti. So both are hand in hand. And like Prabhupada says, Krishna Surya Sama Maya Haya Andhakara. Jaha Krishna Nahi Maya Nahi Andhakara. That's what. So when Krishna is like a sun and the darkness is like a ajnana or ignorance. When Krishna is there, there is no ignorance. So when you are chanting Krishna in the Bhakti Yoga, when you are surrendering everything to Krishna, then do you think that Krishna won't give the knowledge to us? Knowledge of the Brahman or for realization? Even the Chatusloki also he says like, right? Machitta Matkada Prana Podayanta Parasparam Kadayanta Shamam Nityam Tushyam Teja Ramanticha. Those are the Bhakti Yogas. Tushyam Teja Ramanticha. Tesham Sadviktanam Bhajitam Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Enamapyantite. Those who are always chanting my glories, I am going to give them the buddhi. Tesham Ajnanu, Tesham Evanu Ajnanam, Tesham Evanu, Tesham Aham Samadatta Mucham Sar Sagara. That is the other one. Here Machitta Matkata Tesham Tadami Buddhiyogam tam Enamapyante Tesham Evanu Kampatam Aham Ajnanajam Tamah Nashayam Atma Bhavastha Jnana Deepena Bhasvata. I dwell in the heart. I just take personal care and then remove this ajnana from the heart. That's what Krishna explains in the Chatusloki Bhagavad Gita. So the main gist is up to this sloka, chapter 5th sloka 1 to 6, Krishna talks about yoga and the sannyasa, and then which one is the best, and also he explains that the dvandvas you should raise above the dvandvas, nidvandvo hi mahapava, like that. So to get that, and then he says like whatever the path is best, and then he explains that both are same, the results are same. So don't worry whatever you think, but people like us, Bhakti Yoga is the best path. So mold the life in such a way, if you keep on chanting morning to the evening, reading the books, doing the Mangala Arati, and then doing the puja, and then thinking about the Lord all the time, then eventually what happens, you'll be close to your Swarupa. And then once you realize the pure soul, that's what Krishna consciousness means, pure bhakta, also without any material contamination in the mind. Then at that time, we realize the Krishna too. Right now, it's like a sadhana bhakti. Keep on doing whatever we can do it. Then after slowly we'll get the prema bhakti. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, we have to take care of our Bhakti Lata Beej, the bija, the seed of the bhakti, and then keep on nurturing it, and then keep on, then once the plant there, and then once it grows like a tree, then the prema will come. That is the highest. So prema means what? It's like a love for the Bhagavan. That is the real. And then once you love it, then you should not be having this kama krodhas. Whenever you don't be having any anger or desire, anything, because you love Bhagavan so much that you don't expect anything. Ramakrishna says like the kids love, mom's love to the kids or something. He says like the pativrata's love to her husband, and then the person, the thief next door, he has wealth, he has that much, prema or that affection. So all these things, three things. No, third one is something else. And the three things, if you combine and then give it to the Bhagavan, then definitely that love will conquer him. In the Bhagavatam also so many times Krishna says that how can I repay this Gopika's bhakti? How can I repay that? I cannot even repay in my lives, in their lifetimes or like that. So that means it is like a highest saying that love to the Bhagavan will bring the Bhagavan, and then all the anarthas will go down. So finally, the conclusion is whatever the path, whatever is best, you want it, you like it, you apply that if you want, and then more time, spend more time on the whatever the jnana or whatever the bhakti. And then Shankaracharya also explains so many things in the Dashashloki, also so many ways. He explains like why this world is temporary, and then illusion, maya, and then Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya, why. And based on that, we need to realize our own self. Barely go by that. Nayati, naiti, naiti, neti, neti. Basically, this body is not this. We have to be like goals mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. Kama, Krodha, Lobhas, 3 doors. We have to remove it. And then Shaknoti have a Suram Praksharira Vimokshanat Kama Krodhodbhavam Vegam. Kama Krodhas, control it before leaving the body. So all those goals are there. So keep on working on that one. Keep on dwelling on these thoughts. So for this, whatever you can do, the actions you keep on, you can do whatever you want to do, and then for example, going to the work or anything, leave the results entirely. Don't even think about that. Don't have plans of them in the material world. Just think about everything. Who am I? And then think about the energy. Always think about Bhagavan, and then always do whatever the acharyas asked us to do. And with that one, we can achieve our goal. So our goal should be to realize our true nature. That is the main goal. For that, we need to increase that spiritual activities, and then reduce the material as the time goes. But the more you're growing older and older, after a certain time, like we have already says, brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, and sannyasa ashramas are there, varnas are there. So it's all mentioned in our philosophy. Okay, brahmachari life, study hard, work hard. Then grihastha life, get married and then have kids, and then do that. And then after that, after 50, be the vanaprastha. Then after that, sannyasa. So that is how that was divided. So it's like, yeah, then keep purifying the mind, and then have these thoughts. Then also sarvabhutatma bhutatma kurvana purify. So many times, so many in the Gita says, like once you are this pure Krishna consciousness, you are dear to everyone and everyone is dear to him. Those are all the things which are very famous words. So we can easily practically experience ourselves, our presence, what is happening surrounding us, what are the vibrations we are spreading, and what are the things mind is dwelling always. And then like Vivekanand says, you should be like a what is that, a long, should not have long face. Long face means like this, like the like this, it's a long face. It is, that means when you have anger or desire not fulfilled, so many things, all these impurities. When you have pure mind, you will have the prasanneva bharata, like this. Krishna always says like this. You won't be, he's above everything else. He's Bhagavan, of course, but we have to have that goals and then keep working hard. Like Shankaracharya says, Jantu Nam Rajana Durlavataram. So this human life is very rare. Each and every minute, don't waste it. Use it everything for the highest goal. Okay? We'll meet in the next class. Hare Krishna. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai. All gurus ki jai. Shankaracharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everything, all the gurus who are going to help us.